Away, please.
Okay, thank you very much. So yeah, I'm very excited to be back here for the third year in a row. It's really great to see a lot of familiar faces, some new faces. So for those of you who don't know who I am or what I do, my name is Uma. I'm co-founder and COO of APPICS. And today in this presentation, I'm going to take you through the journey of APPICS, how we started, and where we stand today. And for that, I created a timeline of the last 3 years. So I called it toddler, child, and adult because we kind of grew like that and we built APPICS from the ground. And it really sort of feels like a child that you love, but also have to take care of and guide in the right direction so that it can strive. So before 2016, I had already learned about cryptocurrencies on the side, and I was doing a bit of trading and programming, which I learned from my dear friend, mentor, and co-founder, Tony Winchester, who also happens to be in the audience today and happens to be one of the first Bitcoin miners. And so at the time, I was, however, mainly focused on our digital marketing agency that we were building and growing at the time. And at the office, I remember we were constantly talking about blockchain and the implications of it and how the technology, really just like any other technology, needs to be able, we have to find a solution for the average person to use it on a daily basis without having to understand the underlying technology. And I was still fascinated by technologies in general that change and shape the way our society functions, and we really saw that and wanted to be a part of that movement. And so fast forward to summer 2016, which was when Tony told me about SteemIt, a real use case of the technology that lets you be rewarded and where you get paid for contributing in a social network. And that was really something I haven't seen before. And so I was fascinated by that concept, and I went on it immediately. And after blogging for some time and gaining a bit of an audience, I was thrilled when Roland asked me to do a presentation at the first SteemFest in Amsterdam, where I naturally chose the topic, mass adoption of blockchain. And so even though SteemIt was and still is really an incredible use case of how this technology can change the lives of so many people on a global scale when applied to a social network, we knew that it would take more than that to bring this technology and push it out to a mainstream audience. And so after speaking to Ned and his team about our vision and how we would like to approach this, we were really excited that they had already been thinking about a way to bring other teams in and let them utilize and build on the Steem blockchain, build other applications through something they called, or an idea back then, smart media tokens. And so with that in mind, we began to build APPICS, not only a next-generation reward-based social media app that lets anyone from anywhere in the world earn by sharing their passions and supporting others inside a single mobile application, but also we were a lot more focused on building APPICS as a movement, empowering people and creating a space that belongs to everyone and that gets curated in a fair way. And so we gathered our core team from Germany. We started doing a few meetups to educate people, and we also started to develop the app at our own expenses. Meanwhile, we were also building our brand, and the brand is really what differentiates us, what makes us stand out and differentiates us from a lot of other projects, because this is really who we are. And so we started to write our white paper, we got our website up, and we shot an image video, which is also on our website. And this is how really the whole movement began. And so that was pretty much all of 2017. And again, we attended SteemFest in Lisbon this time, where I shared our vision for APPICS and I announced our upcoming ICO. Now, 2018. This year has just been really incredible. And we've accomplished so many things, and I'm really honored and grateful to share our achievements with you. So, since we are from Europe, we decided to move our company to Zug, Switzerland, also known as Crypto Valley. Switzerland is one of the most advanced countries in the world in terms of blockchain adoption and regulation, and so that was kind of a natural thing for us. And then we also finished our token sale and raised $4.2 million US, and this was when the market was at a very low point, and everyone pretty much advised us against it. But we still did it, and we took it as an opportunity, and in the end, we were right because we were able to turn the initial amount into more once the market recovered. So sometimes you have to not listen to people. And then the travels began. Oh, I don't know why. Okay, hold on. There we go. So then the travels began, And for those of you who follow us on social, you already know that we traveled across the globe and I attended many conferences, such as Tribe Tokyo 2, Tech in Asia in Tokyo, the World Blockchain and Token Summit, and Blockchain West in Dubai, SteemFest in San Francisco, and the London and Crypto Show and Global Blockchain Expo. And it's always really cool to see some of you there. We always connect, and it feels like a global family. And then we flew to Los Angeles to expand our team, prepare for the launch, to really become the global movement that we're here to be. And so I'm just going to give you a glimpse and highlight 3 people of our incredible team that we have over there. So Paul Ring, who's our head of business operations in the US, he's been with Universal for over 25 years. He has his own record label. He did the Michael Jackson tribute show, worked with Beyonce and many other artists. And so he's very respected and connected in the music and entertainment industry. Then we have Amanda Menares, who's our senior VP, and she sits on multiple advisory boards, and she brings in key strategic partners and brands. And then we have Raina Banks, who's a producer, a tour manager, creative director, and she takes care of the influencer side for us because she's very connected in the influencer world. And so together with our US team, we've worked very hard the last few months to achieve a global network of 70+ million followers throughout our social media network. Some of the people you may recognize, Zac Efron, Soraya from Empire, Shanice and Flex, Big Will Simmons, Bart Baker, and so many others in different fields and coming from so many different industries. And that was really an incredible milestone for us because our content on APPICS, we decided to filter it through influencers that are knowledgeable in their specific field. And this is how we want to detect and maintain quality content on our platform. Now, besides the influencer network that we grew, we also partnered with some major foundations. And where we're going to launch campaigns that will live exclusively on APPICS. And so we have, for example, the Whole Kids Foundation, which is an organization devoted to improving children's nutrition and wellness with the goal in mind to end child obesity. And then we have the Kindness Ninjas from Think Kindness, which is an organization. They have partnered with over 500 different schools to raise awareness and bring awareness to the fact that a simple and small act of kindness can go a long way. And we have gained many celebrities who've already committed to be a part and participate in this project. And then one person I want to mention who isn't on the slide here is Jonas Never, who's a high-level street artist from LA. He did paintings from Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, and they recognized it also online. And he's currently doing a new mural where, again, we get exclusive content from that's going to live on APPICS. And then we also have partnered with some major corporations. And I want to highlight one in particular, which is a new Netflix show that's coming out early next year. And I can't say a lot about it because the way they operate is that they first put out a show and then they do the marketing. But what I can say is this is going to be huge and it's going to make a huge impact on APPICS. Now, we've also continued to grow our global community. We have now 16,000+ members on our main communication channel, Telegram. We have a Korean, a German, Nigerian, and Russian channel. And if you don't see your native language on there, we welcome you to create your own community and be a part of the movement. And then you might have seen us wear this yesterday. The team is wearing some of it right now, if you want to just show a little bit of that. We've launched our first APPICS merchandise collection. And again, we've partnered with incredible people. So we have, first of all, shout out to Steve, who, again, is an incredible person. He has done the merchandise for Straight Outta Compton. He did design merchandise for Kendrick Lamar, for Beyonce, and even for the Pope. And so we're really honored that he took the time to design our first collection. And this isn't just about, or it doesn't just display our passion for APPICS, but really the crypto movement as a whole. And so, yeah, that was another thing that we're really excited about. And now the most important part, of course, is the development of the app. We are currently in beta mode. We have a version for Android and for iOS out. And our waiting list is continuing to grow like crazy. But we want to invite all of you to join because you are already familiar with how social media on blockchain works. And so you can educate new users. And so for that, I'm just going to quickly show you the state of the app currently. So you can, if you go on there, you can simply upvote by swiping to the right, and then you upvote by swiping up, and you can see that it even notifications pop up. So if you change the vote too many times, like I did here, it'll show. So it has a more visual feeling, sort of like Instagram, but it has different features to it that are going to be added continuously. Here you can see how much voting power you have left, and so it makes it very easy for people to understand. And then you can also upvote the comment section, where you just hold and you press and hold the button, and it's going to upvote in the same way. And then we also have I think the discovery page is what I'm also going to show you, where we, like I said, filter content through different categories. So from fashion, sports, gaming, and we have influencers within all of those categories that are going to be able to bring in the right kind of people and maintain quality content on the site. And then finally, I'm just going to show you quickly how to upload a picture where we stand today. Okay, so this was from yesterday. Where I took a picture with Ramen Girl, and yeah, you can see there's a few filters that you can choose. You can write a description. You can put in a tag, and then you can choose a category. And again, this is quite user-friendly. And you can even see the bigger bubbles are those that you've used multiple times. So that's how the app looks like right now. And that's shared. Okay, let's continue. So if you want to be a part and you want to download the app, for Android, it's simply softlaunch.appics.com. This is where you get on the waiting list, but if you want to, skip the line, you can just approach one of our team members and we'll add you immediately. For the iPhone, it's just ios.appics.com, and you can download it through TestFlight. And you can simply sign up and log in with your posting key from SteemIt. So that's very easy. And then also, if you want to report any bugs, which we really appreciate, you just have to shake your phone, and then you get a pop-up, and you can report any bugs that you're experiencing. And also, while you're here and you're having any troubles, our CTO is here, our team is here, so you can directly approach us, and we're glad to help you out. And then, sorry. Okay, and then we also, this is just before I forget, since we didn't reach the hard cap of our ICO, we decided to do an exclusive private sale, sell some of our team tokens, which is going to be very limited supply. But if you're interested, you can feel free to approach us, because this is going to be before the launch. And then finally, before I get out of here, of this stage that's not really a stage, I just want to talk about one thing and mention this because it's really dear to us. Because my team and I, we've really done everything up to this point to build a very strong brand and an even stronger team. We have a great app that focuses on user experience, and we've really done everything on our own. And even though we were the first project to launch as an SMT, to work on an SMT, we didn't receive any form of support or recognition from the SteemIt Inc. team. No upvotes, no delegation, no kind of recognition, no kind of support. And so we're really keen on just collaboration and partnerships, and we have to be able to pull on the same end of the string as our partner company, especially if they're providing the essential part, the blockchain. And so I don't really want to get into details. One thing I'm going to mention is that the SMT was delayed twice, which happens with technology, but it wasn't communicated to us, and so we found out through a SteemIt post, which we then had to, so we couldn't inform our community and our investors in time. And so that's just the communication that was really quite poor, and so we were kind of not really happy about that. But in the end, it's really just about we want to work together and collaborate. And we told this to the SteemIt team and also for all of you, and this is why we want to work with all the SMT projects and support them. So we will give our best to support all of you, any SMT projects that are coming up. And I want to give a thank you to David from SteemIt Inc. For his efforts to trying to make this better. Because in the end, it's really about if we want to bring this to a mainstream audience, if we want to push this out to the mainstream market, this should be the focus. It should be working together. It should be helping each other out. And yeah, finally, we're strong individually, but we're stronger together. Thank you very much. And I'm going to elaborate on this, on the challenges of launching an SMT, on the onboarding and scalability. So I think the roundtable session is at 2. So if you have an SMT project or you're from the SteemIt team or just interested in the debate, feel free to join that.